coming up. An emotional reward for our brave public speakers.
It made me feel stronger about the reasons that I was here.
Drives Lydia to deal with her demons.
I've got to stop manipulating people. I've got to stop lying to myself.
Who do you know that says that out loud? You're taking the first step.
Then,
Oh, no.
live from the bunker,
The first time in Biggest Loser history, you're about to witness a temptation.
our teams go into lockdown.
Oh my God!
It just smells so good.
I could knock back a couple of those pies right now.
Oh my God.
For a marathon 12-hour temptation.
I was like, there might be some trouble here.
At Camp Biggest Loser, we've got the training and nutrition covered. Tonight was all about self-belief and confidence. If you can get out on stage and bare your soul to 300 or 400 complete strangers, you're out of your comfort zone.
I have the dubious title. I am the largest contestant of The Biggest Loser.
In 1 year, I put on 48 kilos.
School for me throughout my life consisted mainly of mental bullying as well as physical bullying.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Thank you.
Once the public speaking had finished, I think that everyone had mixed emotions. There were highs and lows. I think we were glad that the day was over because it had been quite a long day.
I think you'll all agree that this was a major hurdle that some of you had to get over, and you did that very, very well. And it's just another step in all of your journeys to getting to that place that you want to be, which is a healthier and happier life. So, because you did so well tonight, I have a little surprise for you. Want to know what it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's waiting for you back at Camp Biggest Loser.
When we walked through, there was some photos of our family and friends up on the wall, which was really nice.
It was really emotional to walk in and see pictures of our family and our friends, and just to see a picture of my best friend, it made me really feel stronger about the reasons that I was here.
My sister-in-law.
Guys, the letters.
Oh my God, I'm getting a letter from my family.
Is that Mum and Dad?
Yeah, it's my brother, Mum and Dad. That's my sister.
Is it?
I guess getting the letters made me realise that it's not just me living through this, that my family and friends are on the outside wondering how I'm doing, wondering what I'm going through and how far along I am in my journey.
Well, I'll break the silence. I'll go first, eh? Dear Dad, life here is great. At least you are still there, winning challenges, which is great. And I'm excited to see you thin and healthy for the first time that I can remember.
My son Oscar, you know, when he was born, I know I was under 100 kilos, but all that he can remember is me being large.
Keep going and don't stop believing in yourself. We won't ever stop believing in you. I miss you heaps, but don't want to see. But I don't want to see you until they let you out at the very end. Oh, love and happiness, Oscar.
Okay. It's from my mum. Hello, my darling Michelle. Hope everything is going well for you. Mum and Dad, Benji and Charlie, they're my dogs, are all well. We know that as you see yourself getting smaller, the pride you'll feel is going to make you fight harder to achieve your dream. Think of all the times you went out and you would come home so sad and ask me why the boys didn't like you. I've never had a boyfriend. I've never been on a date. I've never been in love. Yep, don't know what it is. It'd be nice to experience it. God is giving you the opportunity to change things around and have the life you deserve. You are so beautiful and you deserve to be happy. And I know when you lose the weight, you'll be full of confidence and you'll be able to go and have fun and enjoy life. This is one of the best rewards you could ever have, because you could have a telephone call, but you don't have it with you constantly. You just get the phone call and it's gone. With the letter, I have it with me all the time, and you know, I can always reread it whenever I like, so the letter was perfect.
Finally, I have a chance to let you know that you are my first thought as I wake and my last thought as I go to sleep. I'm so proud of you for taking this unique and very confronting journey. It takes a lot of courage to do what you were doing.
The first moment I held you in my arms, my heart has been brimming with love, and as my first son, you'll always hold a special place in my heart.
So, son, keep up the fight, be strong, and keep telling yourself what a life-changing commitment you have made.
I can only try to imagine how things are for you. I have no doubt that you are trying your heart out. It is so hard to try and put into words how much I want this for you. I couldn't be more proud of you. Be strong, take the time for you to deal with some demons, because I know you can do it. Love, Pam. The letters from home are a really powerful tool. My best friend knows me better than anybody else, and you can only draw power from those statements, and you can only, when times are tough and you're sweating blood, you have to remember those words, because they are what will keep everybody here going.
Hey matey, hope you're doing great, enjoying your time in the house. I do think about you a lot and wonder how you are going and what you have been up to for that day.
Being away has made us realise how much we appreciate you and everything you have done for us. And we also think that we will never be able to move out of home because we would miss you too much.
I can't wait for you to come home fit and healthy. Then you can help me learn how to eat and exercise properly.
If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward.
I hope you're working hard and you know that I'm behind you all the way. Just think of me falling behind you, telling you to move it. We all love you and miss you very much. We can't wait to see the new you. Bye for now. Love heaps.
My mum is my best friend. She's my rock, but she's also my parent. She's a major influence on my life.
To Selena. I really missed you, Selena. You are the best sister ever. I love you and you mean the world to me. And you are very inspiring too. I hope that you are always thinking of me because I am thinking of you every day. Keep trying and work very hard because I want you to be my big sis for a long time. I'm here so that I can be around for my brother and my sister. I'm here so that I can be a better role model for them. They need a big sister for the rest of their life. I'm gonna wear this every training session. Yeah. Every time I think about giving up, I just look at this bracelet.
It's been so mentally draining today to go through what we've been through. Getting gratification from someone that's so close to you that they're willing you on, and you've just got to keep pushing.
Coming up on The Biggest Loser, Lydia's letter unleashes some inner demons.
Taking the first step.
And later, a marathon temptation pushes Margie to breaking point.
There might be some trouble here. I hate being a fatty.
All right, boys, 1, 2, 3 bikes. Yesterday was a massive day, and an emotional experience for all of the contestants. They'd face their greatest fear, and then they'd receive letters from home. The boys need to use those letters as motivation. All right, who did 600 last night? No one. Who did their 600 this morning? Lukey, 1. Again. From day one at Camp Biggest Loser, my contestants have been set homework morning and night. And it's just not getting done. Do you really want to make your parents proud? I mean, really?
I do.
Well, why don't you act like it, mate? Why don't you do something to prove it? I don't know what more I can do. I think Hamish has always wanted to make his parents proud, but he just hasn't had the guts or the drive to do it. Hamish's father is an elite cyclist. He's ridden stages of the Tour de France. Hamish now has the opportunity that he's longed for his entire life to make his father proud. Are you ready to get into it?
I'm ready to get into it.
All right, no quitting today, no matter what. Your 5-minute race against yourself. Ready, set, go. Distance covered in 5 minutes. Up to you. 5 minutes to go as fast and as hard as you can on the spin bike. Halfway, boys. You should be able to double that number now of kilometres. This is a race against yourself. The red-hot favourite was Luke. But then something happened. Go, go, go. 2.1, good, 2.1. This is what I'm talking about, Hamish. Good boy. At the halfway point, Hamish and Luke were neck and neck. Is it a dream to ride a bike with your dad?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We're on a bike, mate. Let's start making dreams come true. You're out in front. You're beating Luke. Hamish was 100 metres ahead of Luke. He was on. Come on, mate, at 2.7, you got him. It just clicked. At last, Luke had some competition. Who would have ever thought that it was coming from Hamish? Come on, Hamish! Go the underdog. It's a good feeling. You're right there.
It was important for me to beat Luke because I just had to. It was my own battle inside of me that I really needed to beat nearly one of the fittest people within the house.
3, 2, time, 3, 4. Absolutely identical.
I knew I had it in me. I knew I could try and find that fire to push on, to move on and to give it 100%.
Why don't you do that, mate? Why don't you do that every time? What's the secret there? What goes through your head when you're training?
Nothing, because I don't know what to be thinking. And
So you tell me this, when you're on the bike and you're training, you don't actually know what to think. How come?
So I'm not used to training and think about what's going to push me or drive me.
You know what, mate? I'd never even thought of it. I've got to take some of the responsibility for this with you, all right? No, don't be sorry. I'm coming with you, mate. I've been around athletes and training my entire life, even as a kid. I'd never taken time to even consider that you wouldn't know what to think. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can either go into the pain where it's hurting you and address it mentally. No, 2 arms, 2 arms, 2 arms. I didn't say do 1 arm. That's that bad voice coming back. I just said do 2 arms so you don't think about it. Keep going. Now they're starting to burn. Now they're starting to burn. Now you get strong. You go, if I stop doing this, or keep going, if I stop doing this, I'm going to be letting myself down and Shannon down. It's really burning my arm, but I can push through this because I want to change my life. Come on, get through it. Go, get up. No pain. That's the point.
No pain.
Come on, I want to change my life.
I want to change my life.
I want to make my parents proud. Come on,
make
get them
my
up there.
parents proud.
5 to go. 4. Come on, do it by yourself. 3. Come on, out. 2. 1. Freight lines, go, straight away. Hamish is capable of so much more, and at last, I'm just starting to see it. You got 5 minutes to race against yourself. Reclaim your life, reclaim that bloke. Before the end of today's training, I needed to make sure that Hamish's effort wasn't a one-off. I needed him to get back on that bike and do a repeat effort of 5 minutes. 8 seconds up your sleeve. Don't lose it from here. Tell me, what's your little voice saying? Come on, we're right on it. It's 2 minutes to go.
Trying to be done.
You can imagine him racing against
Yes.
you? That's great. What about the pain in your legs? Is it really that bad?
No.
Is it really that bad?
No.
Is it too hard for you?
No.
Good boy. At last, in the gym today, Hamish was starting to reach his potential. There was a fire in his eyes today and a determination that I'd never seen before. 3.3, you've got 10 seconds to get your last 100 metres. Come on, pick it up. 5, 4, done. 3 seconds up your sleeve. I've been waiting 2 weeks to see it. What's going through your head?
All the times I've let Dad down.
That's all right. Is it going to change? You're just going to start to claw that back? You can do it, mate. You got it in you. You don't have to be afraid anymore. You've got 3 more blokes here that care about you and they care about your performance, and your performance has an impact on us. Hamish proved to me today, and I think more importantly, he proved to himself what he's capable of. I now expect him to repeat it every day from here on in.
Next on The Biggest Loser.
What's going on here?
I know.
Michelle loses her strongest contestant.
Far out.
And coming up,
So technically we could have 300 calories each worth of food.
No, no!
will the white team break Tiffany's warrior
You
code?
can't have a meat pie without tomato sauce.
What's going on here?
I know.
Far out. Boxing.
Yeah.
Last training session.
Started with that, yeah. About 11 o'clock last night. Just hit me. Couldn't sleep, couldn't do anything. Was in pain, like so much pain. Begged the medic to send me somewhere. They just gave me a cortisone injection in there, and then I'm on some painkiller tablets.
You're out for today. With Muggy out of the training session today, the rest of the red team need to do everything they can to make up for that. If everybody is feeling like they're on a high after getting letters from home, then I want to utilise that in training. Let's go, red team. Remember, we've got 1 man down. Every training session counts. Every little bit you do makes another step towards that weigh-in. Lydia's letter was from Pamela, one of her best mates. What were some words that hit home in that letter?
That I had to fight my demons.
You know what they are yet?
Yeah. I've got to be honest. I've got to stop manipulating people. I've got to be less judgmental of people. And I've got to stop lying to myself.
They're huge. They're huge. How good is that?
That's why I have to fight so hard.
No, mate. You're taking the first step. Liz, who says that? Who do you know that says that out loud? I think that Lydia is definitely doing everything that she can to embrace this process and really open herself up to it. You know, you've got to admit some of the behaviours in your past that you're probably not all that happy with in order to be able to move past them.
I can't go home the same. I can't and I won't. I just won't. I can't.
Go, girl. Go, Liz! Good girl.
This is as much a psychological and emotional journey as a physical journey, because these are things that I really need to sort out in my life before I can move on with the next stage of my life.
What was that? It just goes to show that when you really throw yourself into this process, put yourself out there into a place that's maybe not that comfortable, things change. You change. And that's exciting. I couldn't have been prouder of you last night. Like I said to you yesterday, I've seen such a change in the way you just attack your training. You just throw yourself at it. And there's been such a shift for you. Last night, I think, really sealed the deal. What do you reckon?
Yeah. 4 years ago, my youngest son died, and my weight just went higher and higher and higher till I got to the highest amount this year. And I thought, okay, Brayden wouldn't want me to be this unhappy. He wouldn't want me to just exist. He would want me to live.
Last night, Lisa had a massive breakthrough by speaking about Brayden in public. And she's using all of this, including Brayden, as a positive, to have her living life rather than sitting on the sidelines. My favourite part was when you said that your son Braden would want you to be out living.
He'd be shocked.
Do you think so?
But he'd be sitting on that tyre going, go!
Every day, Lisa's getting stronger, physically, but also mentally.
After training, we had our showers and then we headed back to our room. And our room was completely transformed.
Oh my God!
Oh, love the pie oven.
Oh my God.
Loving the pie oven.
Oh, no. Oh, look at this.
Oh, gee whiz.
Oh my God!
There were meat pies, sausage rolls, mini quiches and chips galore. It was just a sort of heaven. It was like, oh, it was just, it was amazing.
This is so mean.
My heart melted. I'm like, I could just eat 2 of those pies right there and then.
Oh, it just smells so good.
Oh, it's chocolate milk and strawberry milk.
My main vices are all in this room.
Hey, there's a letter. There's a letter. Welcome, team. You have just walked into temptation.
For the next 12 hours, you're in bedroom lockdown. No one leaves.
But don't worry, you won't go hungry. Each room is stocked with its very own mini bar, complete with refreshments and snacks.
Temptation is simple. The team to consume the most calories over the next 12 hours will win the most valuable reward of all.
Team immunity.
Oh my God! The white team could definitely use team immunity this week, and temptation could be a great way to secure that.
Win team immunity today and you won't have to worry about the dreaded yellow line, because no matter how you perform at the next weigh-in, your team cannot be eliminated.
This is crazy.
Oh,
That's major.
That would be awesome.
I am not going to survive in a 12-hour temptation.
The reality does hit us. We haven't had our evening meal. We're surrounded by all this food, and there's team immunity on the line.
Look at this.
And there's a letter for us.
Oh,
Oh, no.
okay. Shall I?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi trainers, I hope you're enjoying your bunker. Over the next 12 hours, you'll get an insight into your teams like never before.
12 hours?
Because for the first time in Biggest Loser history, you're about to witness a temptation live, and your teams will be none the wiser. Enjoy the show.
I cannot believe this. We have never seen anything like this on this show.
Can you imagine how many calories a team could consume
In 12
in 12 hours? Having a look at how those bedrooms are stacked.
Well, so I'm not eating. I just got to believe that we'll be above the yellow line.
We'll be above the yellow line.
We'll just train harder.
The thing is, if we eat this stuff, Michelle would cane us.
Well, the thing is, if we don't get immunity and we eat this stuff, we could be below the yellow line because we've consumed this many calories. So that's an option I don't even want to think about.
At this point in the game, we don't need team immunity. We know that we'll be above the yellow line. So for us, it's not that hard a question to take.
How many calories can we consume tonight?
None, according to me, but if you, I mean...
No, I'm asking you.
Maybe 300?
That's usually our meal, but...
Yeah, I guess so.
But the problem is...
The problem is the
fats.
The types of stuff and the fats, yeah.
Like, no good, no good.
None of it's no good.
No good, no good.
It goes against everything that we're here for, and the team was determined just not to do it.
I'm not interested in playing the games. I'm just here to do the right thing.
Cool.
I'm here to lose me weight.
And not be tempted to it?
Yeah, and not be tempted, because if you're going to do it here, you're going to do the same on the outside.
If any team will do it, it'll be the blue team.
I think we need to work out what calories are at for the day.
I'll grab my book.
I've had 390 calories today.
So you've had 390 calories today? So that's going to leave you 810 today.
We all sat down and worked out how much we'd eaten for the day so far, calorie-wise.
Our dietary intake is 1,000 to 1,200 calories per day, and we've taken into account that. Ryan, you've got 553.
Yep.
And I've got 537.
I wasn't worried. We were in control of what we were doing. If we can justify to Shannon why we took temptation, we can take it.
Don't you feel that we came here to get away from these temptations?
We're doing it because we need another week here. If I get up on the scales and I lose 2 kilos because I've been sick this week, will you be able to stand up there and lose enough weight with Luke to drag our team through?
Ryan is the master manipulator. He's manipulating the other boys so badly.
You honestly think you've done enough this week? There's your answer. We need to play.
My policy on temptation is that I'm not going to play for it. But when I found out it was a team effort, I really had no choice.
So we're actually playing?
We're playing.
We're playing.
I'm in.
Move for life. I'm in big trouble because I think once they start, it's going to be so hard to stop.
I mean, we're not having dinner tonight, and what are we supposed to have? 300 calories for dinner?
So what if we do it?
So technically we could have 300 calories each worth of food.
Tiff's going to be so disappointed.
To be honest, I am very tempted by team immunity. It means that we're here for another week, and for once we'll be above the yellow line.
But if we get under the yellow line, one of us could go home.
And we have never been above the yellow line. I think it is going to be a hard decision, only because, you know, us white team have been under the yellow line twice now. You know, we don't want to get there again. We don't want to have to go through nominating someone to go to the elimination room.
If anyone needs team immunity, it's us.
We need to.
Watching my team contemplating whether or not to play was agonising. I was screaming, no, no!
We've been sent into temptation where the ultimate reward is team immunity. So basically we've been locked down in our room, and basically to win, you just have to eat the most amount of food.
The cheese and crackers is 212.
That's what I was looking at, if we had one pack of those each. They're the nutritionally,
best.
They're the best option in here.
If I was going to take temptation, I was going to eat anything here, it would be the meat pie.
Me too.
That's me. Like, none of this stuff, not even close to tempting me.
Oh,
that meat top
the
pie.
The caramel nougat?
No.
That tempts me.
Yeah, see,
but
I'm
the
not
meat
as...
pie?
Yeah.
And you can't have a meat pie without tomato sauce. The smell was overwhelming. Oh my God, I would have killed for a pie because that's all I could smell.
I've got my girls debating what they would have if they were going to have it.
Oh no.
Don't the sausage rolls look hideous? The meat just looks like that.
They look yummy. Smell good. I could knock back a couple of those pies right now. The room actually smelled divine. I love that smell. Oh, tomato sauce. How many calories? 15.
Oh, I hate tomato sauce.
I think Margie just stuck her finger in the sausage roll and then smelt it.
Oh. It was hard sitting there and looking at all this food because, you know, clearly I'd like a little bite of one or two things in there. I got a bung shoulder, got meat pies and sausage rolls to my left and bloody chips to my right. I hate being a fatty.
I'm gonna take my shoes off and yep, have a bit of a relax. I'll grab one of these waters.
Well, the black team are the only team that's really done something that's sort of half decent as walking. They could be doing a lot more, but walking's good.
I'll tell you what, as soon as you sit down, I'm up for the next hour.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm up for the next hour.
We resolved that one of us would move and walk in relay for the full 12 hours.
Yeah, I'm in that.
And if you want to, like, if you're going to do extra stuff, you do your sit-ups and stuff, yeah?
I mean, you don't have to just keep walking. You can stop, have a yarn, look at that crap, and you're not going into my body. Either you or you.
I wonder how many pacts that they make now are going to be broken when they're hungry, when they're thirsty, and when their willpower's starting to wane.
How can I go to sleep with that friggin' smelling in the corner?
Smelling doesn't cost calories.
As the hours were going on and on, we were getting so hungry, we actually could hear our stomachs grumble at one point. So I was extremely tempted, you know, to go and take it and try and gain team immunity.
This is what we do. Everyone write yes or no. Turn it, and then we'll find out.
No! The white team are voting whether they should do it or not.
Yes or no on a piece of paper.
When you're ready, just fold it and wait, and then when everyone's made their decision, we'll reveal it.
It's very much a gamble. You don't know what the other teams are thinking. You know, you've just got to play your own game.
Do you have your answer yet?
Yeah.
Written down?
I think you all know my answer, so I'll just maybe I'll reveal it.
I hate the idea of a 12-hour temptation. It's like putting drugs in front of a drug addict. These people are food addicts. It's going to be so hard to resist.
I'm having crackers and cheese, 212 calories.
Hamish is the first man to eat, but guys, the scary thing is, Hamish was the man in my team who sat on the end of the bed and said, I'm not going to eat. He was swayed by everybody else's judgment. And it wasn't that hard, let me tell you. As the first bite went in, my heart was in my mouth. Food to these contestants is like a drug. One taste of junk food, and it's a bloody hard job to pull yourself up. Yep, next man up to eat for the blue team, Luke. He's going cheese and crackers as well.
And does that taste good?
And next man up for the blue team, Ryan, with a vegetarian quiche. Not a bad option, I'm guessing.
It's one mouthful for you, Riser.
How small is
We've
it?
all done that.
Looks like the size of his thumb. Nothing's changed on my front. They're still just walking around that table.
From watching all four teams, I definitely believe that my boys are more focused. They're not here to get caught up in the politics and play temptation. They're here to change their lives.
We're all in it for one reason, to be loved and to love someone.
I've missed out on a lot of things. I've missed out on love. I've never had a girlfriend.
I may not be around for the kids, for their future.
I have to believe in these guys. Because if I don't believe in them, who's going to believe in them? You know, I have to have that belief so that they can start believing in themselves.
And then you got the cheese and crackers. Only 212
Yeah, I think the
calories.
cheese and crackers could tempt me.
How much is the calories on it?
212. 212, and you get 5 crackers and
5 bits of cheese.
5 slices of cheese. There might be some trouble here, you know. I don't know how I'm going to go because they're actually sitting right directly in front of my bed. So no matter how hard I try, they're there looking at me.
I just think that she's really the one that will buckle in the team.
I'd have beer and these, and I'd be a happy camper.
2.5 hours to go, guys, and we've got the Reds sleeping, the Blacks are juggling, the Whites talking.
Tell you what, good men are hard to find. They're very hard to find, because I haven't found one yet.
And the Blues, they're still eating.
The pile of rubbish there is a good indicator of what's taken place in that room.
I'm having a nougat caramel chocolate bar.
How many calories?
Too many.
They found out which food was best. They studied all the nutrition and they've gone from the cheese and crackers to a sausage roll to chocolate. Why would you change when you've identified which is the best food there to go with chocolate?
Well, my girls still haven't exercised. You know, they've been in there for this much time now and they've done nothing. It seems like no one's prepared to step up and go, you know what? We need to train, let's go. They're all just sort of giving each other permission to just do nothing.
Part of our homework is to train, and we had to get 600 calories out. So I decided to get up, and I decided to push myself. I started doing sit-ups, started doing push-ups with a medicine ball. I tried to come up with different things I could do. And then I got the boys involved by coming up with a little game that for 5 minutes, each person would walk around the table and the other two blokes were sitting on their bed and throwing the ball to each other. And it was just something to get them moving, because if I don't do it, they won't. You're going to have to sit up, Hamish.
It was very important for us to use the time wisely and to get in our homework, and I know Shannon should be proud of that.
Their exercise routine was absolutely embarrassing and humiliating. Oh my God. I was absolutely disgusted to see my boys even think they were exercising.
I've got a bit of an idea. I think we grab the doona and we put that food to bed. How's it sound?
Sounds awesome.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The idea to cover the food was to say final goodbye. Bury it as such.
This is it, boys.
Say goodbye.
Are you willing to do it?
Yep.
3,
2,
1,
go.
Oh, gee, no way.
Why did you do
covered
that?
the food up.
Stop.
Blues for life. With 10 minutes to go, they decided to cover up the food. It's a bold action.
Why don't do it?
About 11 hours and 50 minutes too late.
Oh, here it comes, guys. Here it comes.
Don't laugh.
Here it comes.
Let's say our final goodbye to hot sausage rolls, meat pies, and
where you going?
Pastries. To
Bye.
10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1.
Well done, mate.
When the clock finally said it was over, I thought, yes, we've done it. Now it's time to face Tiffany and to tell her what we've done.
How hard is it going to be to go into training sessions and actually just face these contestants knowing what we now know?
Guys, remember rule number 1 about the bunker. At this time, we don't talk about the bunker.
When we walked out the door, I've seen some interesting faces and I have no idea what's going on.
You guys look exhausted. How are you feeling? Tired? As you all know, the team that consumed the greatest amount of calories will receive team immunity. Team immunity will guarantee a whole team another week at Camp Biggest Loser. It doesn't get any better than that. Hands up who thinks another team played.
We were desperate to find out who played Temptation. We were fairly certain both boy teams had played. I think Hamish sort of looked a bit sheepish.
I guess the white team probably had the most valid reason to take it because they had been at the bottom for everything so far.
Well, shall I put you out of your misery and tell you the results?
Yes, please.
Well, black team, In the 12 hours, you consumed absolutely no calories. Well done.
Well done. Good job.
Great job.
I was pretty shocked when Hayley had said that the black team had consumed 0 calories. I kind of felt that they might have played with all their injuries, but then, you know, I felt in the same breath I felt good on them for backing themselves.
0 calories. I'm thinking, why? Last week you were all injured and you fell below the yellow line. You're risking it again.
And that brings me to the red team. Ah, looking a little bit guilty there.
Recognition.
Well, red team, you kept busy for 12 hours eating absolutely nothing. Great job.
We touched lots of things.
Was your in-room minibar just a tad tempting?
Yeah, it was good. It was tempting. I did like the cheese and the crackers, but there was no beer in there, so I was fine.
So you can't have one without the other, can you?
That's it, you can't. It was just, yeah, exactly. I'd be doing an injustice having cheese without the beer, so.
Okay, so we'll know to have beer for next time for you then.
Exactly, Hayley.
Okay.
You cotton on very well.
And then we're just left with 2 teams. White and blue. White team, you've fallen under the yellow line at both weigh-ins. Was this playing on your mind?
For sure. I think it was an easy decision for us. It was actually a hidden vote. We wrote it down and, yeah, we just had the same feeling about it.
Blue team, without team immunity, did you feel that your team was going to fall below the yellow line?
There's a possibility and a chance that we could fall below the yellow line, and I haven't been pulling my weight for some of the days.
Blue team, in the 12 hours, you guys consumed 2,745 calories. White team, you consumed